here we have the annotate the image activity. And usually they start out with a series of questions. In this case, we have 3. And we're going to be looking at this particular cartoon, if you will, editorial print of the Stamp Act. The topic here anyway is the Stamp Act. And in this particular case, it's the repeal of the Stamp Act. It's a real brief information on this particular piece. It was actually commissioned by supporters of the repeal in the British government. What students will do is they'll work through this thing here. We have some brief instructions here on how to go through this activity, the questions that are given. And I want to point you to this little annotation tool here. This is actually a toggle switch here that will move students from a magnifying mode to an annotation mode. I'll start with the magnification mode, which again, it gives us this magnifying glass where we can see greater details of the imagery that's been put in here. You can see here that we're on some kind of a docking area. There's warehouses up through this region. There's 3 ships here. And then there's this funeral procession here. Students with some deeper research would understand that these gentlemen in here are people that had supported the Stamp Act, and now they're in a funeral procession for its repeal. You can kind of tell some aspects of that by the skulls here that they're ahead of the procession. All right, I'm going to run you through this here just to show how this kind of works. I'll switch us back to the annotation mode. Go up to the first question here. It says, which features make it clear that the funeral procession taking place is after the repeal of the Stamp Act? Well, as fate would have it, a really easy indication is right here up in this section here, which talks about the repeal itself. Let me go back to the magnification mode here real quick, and I'll show here. It says the repeal, and then it says on the funeral of Miss AME, meaning America, and then the stamp. So we'll go over to the annotated mode, and we'll highlight that. And what we get down here is a little section here where we can put in information here. And we'll just put in the title. Title says it all, and we'll save that. And then down here, annotation is written down here for all to see. So what this does is it becomes a very interactive tool for students to actually interpret what the image and or if it's a text material, what it's all about. And I'm just going to finish this off for down here. We have a button here that says save and download. So the information can be saved into the student's credit account and can be then later shared with the teacher or shared with other students for discussions and other activities from there.